Overall, I think I just learned that adults are there to help you, and I guess I was always scared to ask for help, especially from adults in my life. And so doing this project just helped me realize that if you just ask, that they're totally willing to support you and help you complete your projects and your dreams.
Overall, I realized that I need a lot more help than just myself. All of my mentors, all of the people that I reached out to, all of the people at the Senior Citizen Center, I needed a base. I couldn't do this whole thing on my own. And that took a lot of guessing and took a while for me to understand that.
I learned that I needed to fix my time management skills, and then also because I had the possibility of being an elementary school teacher, it gave me some insight on different activities I would be able to do with my kids and how I should run those, because I had elementary school kids that came to participate in my project.
I learned a lot about professional communication skills. Just being able to communicate on a professional level with other people and keeping that professionalism about me and keeping it to make sure that everything was going good, and just learning more about how to do that and how to take charge of a situation really changed me, because I was able to work through problems of communication that I've had in the past.
This project really taught me how to listen, because when a resident would sort of get upset or had a bad day, my instantaneous reaction was to try and talk to them. But that's not what they needed. They needed someone to listen to them, and even if stuff they're saying doesn't really make sense, just to look them in the eye and nod and talk and listen to what they're trying to say. And so I think that is something I'm going to carry over to the rest of my life.
I'd say I definitely learned cooperation and team building skills, because I know that I couldn't have done all this without my team, and I was always reaching out to them.
If anything, from doing this project, I became a better leader, because while the teachers were helpful in steering the kids in a good direction and keeping everything kind of organized, I was able to go and talk to them one-on-one, and then kind of leading the kids through what I was doing.
I learned about myself really just that I could do it, because when I started I was kind of nervous that maybe I wasn't going to follow through, or it was going to be a lot more difficult than I expected. But once I got going, I found that I actually really enjoyed what I was doing, and I learned that I really did have the capability to get it done.
I learned that I can advocate for myself. I don't need my mom standing behind me telling me go do it, you got it. I can do things on my own, and that even though it might be a little scary at times, going up to people, that I can do it on my own. I'm blooming my own butterfly wings.
I wouldn't necessarily say that it changed me, more that it solidified my security in myself, because I knew what my passions were, so I was able to use those passions to continue and do this thing that I'm really proud of.